Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds of heavyweight action between Muhammad Ali and Big George Foreman. Muhammad Ali's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him. George Foreman's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali! And his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, Big George Foreman!
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Well, here they go again, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. We all know what happened with the rumble in the jungle. How does that play in the mind of George Foreman having to face Ali again now?
Whether or not Foreman can get those memories out of his mind. This is a guy that was broken down. This is a guy that had his will pulled out of his soul, out of his chest. And that's something you don't just recover from. That's not just a physical beating. That's an emotional, tumultuous beating. That's something that you just don't come back from.
Targeted counterpunch by Ali. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Oh, George Foreman is hurt here, and he's gonna look to waste some time and gather some strength by hugging his opponent.
And that's what he's gonna do, is use that strength. And you just said it, Joe, use it to hug him. Hug him so tight that the referee has to come in there with a crowbar to separate them.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Halfway through this round here. One of the most famous calls in all of sports broadcasting is down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Well, there's a reason down went Frazier. It was because of the big shots of George Foreman.
That was one of the great calls, of course, by Howard Cosell. And it was not just a big shot, it was the right plan shot. See, that's where Foreman deserves a little credit for being more than just a hulking guy, a powerful guy. He picked the right punch, the uppercut, the perfect punch at that moment to land on Joe Frazier.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good-looking counterpunch. Whatever game plan and strategy they may have come in with, Teddy, they may have just thrown it out the window. They're trading blows nonstop in the round one.
Everything's been thrown out the window. Everything in the room is going out the window, and we love it.
Back and forth exchange. 10 seconds remaining in this round. And we come to the end of the round. And to his opponent that time, Teddy, he stunned him.
Oh, he stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
Create more power, and slip his punch, then throw it straight right down the middle. Don't worry about it, the swelling is nothing.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
A little defense turns to offense by Ali. Muhammad Ali is now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead. We know he can get off first, but now this dimension serving him well.
Teddy, throughout his career, Ali has always been surrounded by many very familiar faces in his entourage.
Yeah, it makes him feel comfortable. And, you know, I'm not to be derogatory about it, but to be quite frank, he has the kind of personality where, you know, he wants to be the boss. You know, he wants to be the guy that stands out in the room.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Unable to get to Ali, Ali blocks it. Devastating blow by Ali. Boy, what guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
Well off the mark by Ali. Accurate counter punch by Ali. Just not there, straight right hand off the mark. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. Teddy, he may go down just by stumbling the way he's bumbling around this ring.
Well, he's got to stop moving. Actually, you never want to fight on the ropes. This is one time he probably needs to be on the ropes just to steady him and then move his head a little bit. That might be his only shot.
Way to block there. Final 10 seconds.
Your distance. Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab. Pick up the speed, all right? Pick up the speed.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly... He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. So big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy. You know, how to put his big paws on a guy. Now he has to find a way to survive.
Blocks away that headshot. Those uppercuts that George Foreman was able to land on Joe Frazier and winning the heavyweight title, they were lifting Joe Frazier off the ground.
You know, Joe Frazier, because of his style, as terrific as he was made to order for George Foreman.
He really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. Good scoring counter punch by Ali. Halfway through this round, and a stabbing right hand by Ali. Holy cow! That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. He just missed that shot up top. Well-placed counter punch by Ali. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Ali.
Cover your head.
George Foreman's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Well-targeted counterpunch by Ali. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Teddy, you get your hands on George Foreman. You can shape him any way you want. What do you want to improve with him?
Well, first of all, you want to understand what you don't want to mess with. I think that's the most important thing to a good teacher, a good trainer. What not to touch. Obviously, his confidence that he can hurt you, and his ability to control distance, to be set on his feet. He knows he's a puncher. He's always set to punch. That's one good thing about him. You want to improve his technique. He leaves holes. Shorten his punches up a little bit. Cover. A lot of times after he throws a heavy punch, that heavy punch drops down and he leaves himself open. He doesn't cover back the way you would want to. The old timers would say, throw a punch, test hot water. Get that hand right back.
Able to dismiss that body shot. George Foreman's got to prove a few things here. Oh, that's got to hurt. Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back underneath him. That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Muhammad Ali.
Guard your head.
Wow! George Foreman stunned, and he is hurt. Oh, George Foreman is hurt here, and he's going to look to waste some time and gather some strength by hugging his opponent.
And that's what he's going to do, is use that strength. And you just said it, Joe. Use it to hug him. Hug him so tight that the referee has to come in there with a crowbar to separate them.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Nice block by Ali. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. You think back to George Foreman and his early days, and I think one of the visions that most fans remember is holding that tiny little American flag in the Mexico City Olympic Games in 1968 after claiming gold.
You know, that's an interesting point, because Foreman's not known as a guy with great personality. You know, he's a guy who's a disdainful-looking guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of reminds you almost of a Sonny Liston. He tries to intimidate you. He does intimidate you with his power, with his size, but at that moment, he showed that he has personality, that it's inside him.
Big block by Big George. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Solid counter punch by Ali. Excellent 1-2 by Ali. Fourth round now with his last 10 seconds. Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
Keep working the body. Box is smart. In and out, side to side. You understand? Let's get on that swelling. Get the compress on that. Okay, listen. When he misses with a punch, counter. You have to double jab, all right? Just time it. Every time you come in, I want to see that double jab. Double jab, right hand, okay?
Action under the bright lights throughout the night, and now the next round underway.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Holy cow! That's a bitter hook by George Foreman. Good defense upstairs. Oh, that's gotta hurt. George Foreman's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Keep working the jab.
Now that's some fine work right there by Ali. Boy, I really like how productive he is right up against his opponents.
And he wasn't supposed.
There it is! George Foreman's almost out of it there. He was stunned. Muhammad Ali's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Oh, George Foreman is hurt here. And he's going once again he goes down. Can he survive this? Foreman is rising up after being knocked down. Big George went down. Now he's going to continue on.
And now he has to find a way to kill that clock.
Gets rid of that body shot. Oh! A penetrating hook to the body by Muhammad Ali. Well-targeted counterpunch by Ali. Ali's shown us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hand.
Wow! George Foreman's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Let's get on that swelling.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he could kill a little of the clock, survive.
Good work by Muhammad Ali on the outside, staying out there at that safe zone, but still scoring on his own. He's just having his way on the outside against the guy that can't afford to stay there.
No, he has to find a way to get inside. I have a little advice for him. Start moving your...
Holy cow! George Foreman's been stunned. Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. George Foreman's not the same fighter that we've known him to be, not the same fighter that he was earlier in this fight. Ever since that knockdown, things have changed dramatically.
Yeah, Joe, if you got caught the punch he got caught, you'd be a little bit tentative too. But you're not a fighter. You're not making your living fighting. He's making his living in that square circle. For him to be able to be productive, he's got to get over it. He's got to find a way to get back to offense and still keep his defensive power.
Oh, and there you go. George Foreman's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desire and heart is just as strong as it was before.
And 1, 2, 3.
That is it. This fight is over. Muhammad Ali's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered.
Muhammad Ali!
Muhammad Ali's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
When we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin, we found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.
Train tracks that go with that 5-finger ring rap, running with my same pack. You can find the Christ where the lepers and the lames at. Life is like a dice game. One roll can land you in jail or cutting cake, blowing kisses in the rice rain. Nice whip, nice chain.